Papa sent me an alley bug. Today I'm pushed for time. But I want to show you why. It's time for the swarms. I'm making bee traps, swarm traps, and I'm desperate to get them up. Now, this is a follow-up on the hungry bin. I did the original. It was brought to me, it stank so bad they couldn't keep it and all that, set it out in the yard. When they harvested the liquid on the bottom, it was so stinky they almost threw up trying to use it, and the worms were escaping it, worms everywhere. When they opened the lid, worms everywhere. Okay? So let me do this real quick. There's no odor. You can't smell it, but I can. Absolutely no odor. See here? I got hay, paper, worm castings, worm poop, and I got the food right there. All right? Now on this bin,
Hey, there's a worm.
oh yes, they in there.
Show some.
On this bin, oh no, I have to dig in there and I'm not gonna do that on this bin. On this bin, I only put like 500, 600, 700 worms. I did not want to commit them. I didn't know if I could make this bin work. Okay,
When did you set this one up?
I set it up on 1/31/23.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's
now,
2 months, no, 1 month ago.
yeah. Now here's the trick, people. Like I said, it's no odor. The worms are not escaping. So 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I harvested out of my other 8 bins. I harvested 20 eggs out of each bin. That's 160 worm eggs. I put them in here. And the other day I dug down. It's full of little bitty worms, and they got eggs all in here. So that means the ones I put in are hatching, and they're starting to hatch eggs. So I figure 4, 5 months, this bin will have a couple thousand worms. Easy. Now, the way I do it is this. People say, get enough moisture where it leaks out the bottom, and you harvest the bottom. They're wrong. It starts stinking. You cook a month's worth of food and set it on the table, in 4 days you can't go back in the house. Feed them lightly, feed them regular, keep it moist. See here? It's moist, and you can see the worms moving. I can't see there. Look at them. The little bitty ones.
Oh, yeah.
They just starting to hatch. See how moist it is? It's not wet, it's moist. People think about nature. It rains one day, might rain 2 or 3 weeks later. The worms will move around. Every day sprinkle a little bit of water. Sprinkle a little bit. That brings the worms up to the moisture and they eat. If you get too much, the worms will go to the bottom where the moisture is, and they'll just stay down there, and everything starts stinking. So look, no worms are trying to escape, and this lid is never shut, never.
So you,
That's where the odor and the worms trying to escape come from.
so you keep it open all the time. Well, how do you keep them in there?
This right here.
Oh,
I put this in here. Look, see how the worms eat it? Look at it. They're eating that. You lay it down in there, and you just drop this on top, and them worms will stay in there. You don't see any worm tracks on it, man.
so if this bin has been set up started setting it up a month ago, how long before you can actually harvest some vermicompost to sell to some of your
Well, now,
people,
that's a loaded
clients?
question. Let me explain it real quick. You can put close to 1,000 worms per cubic foot. So I should have like 3,000 or 4,000 worms in here, and maybe I've got 800, 900, maybe. So I'm taking my time.
How long before you can get some vermicompost?
Okay. The way I'm working, it's going to be 6 months to a year.
Oh, really?
And the reason being, I'm feeding them a little bit every day, building them up slow. I didn't throw 3,000 worms in here and go for it.
Okay, that's why.
And that's where the stink comes. The reason being, these worms don't go into the dirt. The top 6 or 8 inches is where they stay. If the conditions are anywhere near right.
What kind are they?
Red wickless. And over up here, and they breed like crazy. They worse than rabbits. But anyway, if you just a little more, keep it damp, add the food a little bit every day, you'll just keep right on coming. And every 4, 5, 6 weeks, I'll add maybe another inch of cut paper and compost, and just keep bringing it up. And that way the worms is coming up with it, eating it. And by the time they get up close to the top right here, I can go to the bottom and start harvesting compost out of this container.
So that's why they build it like this.
Yeah, flow through container. And I'm gonna tell you people,
When you open that, how do you control how much comes out of the bottom?
It's solidified. I'll get it out in a minute. It's solidified. It gets hard and packs. See how it goes down to a small area? Mm-hmm. It packs. Treat this being right. And as of today, I don't know about next month, but of what I've got right now, this is going to be this is going to work. Now I'm starting to get more satisfied every day. Just remember, don't close the lid and don't drown them. Beat up a little bit every day, a little bit of moisture, and forget about it. There they are. That's your hunger bin. Thank you for watching. And if I seemed like I was in a hurry, believe me, I am. I gotta catch some swarms. Everybody in the neighborhood has bees, including me. And I want my bees to stay here, not over there. Good day, and subscribe.